You can feel the storm coming. I'll try to get this right here. Welcome and good evening. Let me just say this. When you see a blue on my glasses, these are prescription glasses. When they were done, they put special whatever in them for when I look at the screen. It doesn't like harm my eyes, okay? It doesn't. So it's like, that's why it looks blue. There's a storm coming and you can feel the storm. Hello, Al Honey. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. There's a storm coming. And there is a storm of information. That's what came to me too. Of a lot of information that is going to come out into the open. It's going to come like a massive storm. There are a lot of people who are opening there's a lot of people who are opening their mouths. They're opening their mouths now. They just can't seem to hold it back. They don't want to hold it back at this point. Hello. They do not want to hold it back. It's like it's now or never to say what it is that you've been wanting to say. It's now or never. And a lot of people are coming to that realization because they know that a bigger storm is coming. But right now, the storm that's coming here, that is happening now, is a storm of information that's coming out. And it's coming from a whole lot of people. People are speaking up about all the wrong that's been done by all the people that have been doing the wrong. And it's not the everyday person. No. These are the ones that are in control. These are the ones that are pulling the strings on the earth. They're the puppet masters, more or less. They got the money and they're in control because money is power. You remember that thing, the whatever tail? It's about those little mice. And it said a tail, whatever. It had the word tail in it. And they had this one mouse that says, money isn't everything. I know I have money and I have everything. If you got money, you can speak. They give you a platform. You get to exercise control over the earth in the area that you want. If you got enough money, you're going to have a say-so in how the earth is governed, how the people are governed, how the organizations are governed. You're going to be able to get yourself in front of Congress, and you're going to be able to lobby for whatever you want because you got the money and you can buy out the people. They send the lobbyers in and they buy what they want. They bribe them, and that's wrong. Where money is involved in that sense, it's being used in a bad way. It's being used to push agendas that should not be pushed. It's bad agendas that go against, well, actually, some of these agendas are crimes against humanity. That is what's really happening. Crimes against humanity are being exposed. I seen this short video clip. It was like a commercial or something where they had this guy masked up and he's got his voice hidden and he's talking about the children under the earth. How do you make 20,000 children disappear in the streets of New York City? And he was saying how they did it and how he was in the tunnels and you didn't take your cell phone out at all. If you were caught with a cell phone, the people or the things down there, they eliminate you and you don't make it back to the surface alive. But he said that the children were down there and the children were behind the walls. You couldn't see them. There's something terrible, terrible, terrible happening underneath our feet. And it's not just the loud booms and stuff like that and the sinkholes. According to these people that are now opening their mouth, and I guess YouTube's allowing them to say stuff, it's like the storm of information is coming out. And there's going to be so much of it, you're going to have to, it's going to take, when the information comes out, they're not going to be able to control it. It's just going to be the biggest storm of information that you have ever heard. And I think that Stephen Greer said that too. What did he say it? A catastrophic something of information is coming out. A UFO disclosure or something like that also. But with these UFOs, it's not just plain ordinary like UFOs and stuff. It's these beings, these bad entities, these bad aliens. We just call them aliens that have bad agendas, have bad bad in store. They've been doing bad. They have. This brought me to this book. I opened this up, this alien agenda. It's much deeper. Okay, you remember that Billy Myers person who they came and he met with this person named Samaje. Let me flip it around. Let me flip it around. Samaje. So he met with this Pleiadian. That's what they were called. Pleiadian called Samaje. And Samaje explained that the Pleiadians felt it was inadvisable to make contact, open contact with Earth. The masses would merely revere us as gods as in ages past or go off in hysteria. That is why we regard it as prudent to make contact with individuals, persons, only for the time being to disseminate through them the knowledge concerning the existence and our coming to this planet. You may say, Gina, there's no such things as Pleiadians. I beg your pardon. Hold on right there. Let me pull a bookmarker out over here. I'm going to pull out another bookmarker over here. I just got to open it up. Going to pull out another bookmarker. Just going to get this out of here. I don't know what I'm going to get, but I'm going to pull one out because if I move it, I'm going to do it. The Lord detests lying lips, but he delights in those who tell the truth. Fearing people is a dangerous trap, but trusting the Lord is safety. Okay, so right here, lying lips. You got this right here. You say, Gina, there is no such things as Pleiadians. But there is. There is such things as Pleiadians. Let me do this. Let me do this right here. If I can get on here. This is, I got something for that. You have to look up there until I pull it up, okay? I got to pull up the Pleiadians is what I'm going to do. Let me see how it's spelled. Y'all hold on right there. Wait a minute. Okay, I got it. I got it. You say there's no such thing as the Pleiadians. In the book of Job, in 38:31, look at this. Let me do this. Can you bind the chains of the Pleiades or loosen the belt of Orion? Or loosen the cords of the constellation of Orion? They're constellations. Can you bind the chains of Pleiades? If there's a Pleiades, there's bound to be inhabitants in the Pleiades. There's bound to be. There is bound to be. We live in the Milky Way. Is that a constellation? Is that a constellation? The Milky Way? Because if it is, then we're humans living in the Milky Way. That's what I got to say. So don't you dare say that there ain't no Pleiadians. Let's look into this. We got a storm coming, and it is a storm of information. Yeah, it's a storm of information that's coming. Look at this. Furthermore, they're talking about the humans on the earth. All Earth's governments are made up of human beings for whom power, hunger, and thirst for profits are characteristic. They only want, under the cover of peace and friendship, to occupy our ray ships. They got ships to exercise absolute rule over the earth. And that's the truth. That is the truth. These humans on earth, and it's not all humans, they want to exercise absolute control over the earth. Gina, that is not true. What did I just pull out? I did. The Lord detests lying lips. That's the truth. That's what it is. They want to have absolute rule over the earth. This is a storm of information that's coming out from a lot of different people. They're opening their mouths. They're speaking. And they're telling what's on their heart, because out of the overflow of the heart, the mouth speak. They have kept their mouth silent. They remained silent for too long. There is a time to speak and a time to be silent. And now is not the time to be silent, but there will be a great silencing that comes. There will be, but right now it's a time to speak up, because you got a window of opportunity, because this storm of information is coming out. I don't care what channels you go to, who you listen to. They're telling it like it is now. That's what I've heard. They're speaking up about what's happening, and they're becoming bold as lions. And these groups of individuals on the earth who want absolute control, they want absolute rule over the earth, but they would not stop there, he said. They would try to capture the cosmos, because they do not know any limits. They, on the other hand, are not even able to create peace and friendship among the nations of the earth, not even in their own countries. And that's the truth. That is the truth. That's the truth. They cannot even create peace and friendship among the nations of the earth, the ones that are in control. It's not everybody. It's the handful that are controlling. They cannot even do that on earth. How then could they be capable of holding such might in the hands of the race ships? It is for the present advisable to maintain contact with single humans, and by them to slowly allow the knowledge of our existence and mission to become known, and to prepare others for coming. The concept of aliens directing messages to selected humans have been advanced by some thoughtful scientists, because look at the Enoch walked with God and he was no more. Or there you have Ezekiel's wheel. Ezekiel's wheel. How could Jacob wrestle with the angel? What did that angel look like? Why didn't anybody else? Why isn't there any other stories of wrestling with angels? How come the angel visited Mary? Why didn't anybody else get a visitation from the angel? Well, they did. Mary's cousin, I think she got a visitation from the angel too, with the John the Baptist being born. But still, this is beside the point. The storm is coming, and it's a storm of information. That's what it is. A storm of information is coming, and perhaps you are already hearing it. You are, if we know. And they're going to lose control. They are going to lose control when more and more people start speaking up, because that's what's happening, and it's going to continue to happen with each passing day, with each passing week. More and more people are going to start speaking up, because they know if they do not speak up now, they will not get a chance to speak up. They know what's coming too. It's the great silencing that's coming. It's the great silencing. It's like this. Speak now or forever hold your peace. And they mean it. You speak now or forever hold your peace, because they're not going to let you speak anymore. This is why they're speaking up. They may have a switch flip off in them too. You may have a switch flipping off in you also, thinking, okay, I know I've got to say something. I got to do something. I didn't want to do this. I don't want to say this. But it's in you. But you've been holding that off too. You have been holding off. And nobody wants to stir the pot. Nobody wants to cause trouble. But the majority, I think it's safe to say, the majority of people on earth do not like what's happening on the earth. The majority of the people on earth do not like the control that is in the handful of a few. The handful of the few. They don't like what the handful of the few are doing to the earth. And to say that all humans are a cancer on the earth is ludicrous. It's ludicrous. And it's very short-sighted. Because if you think about it, it's the handful that is corrupting the majority of whatever these people are saying. It's the handful that is doing it. I want to look at the word ludicrous. What does the word ludicrous mean? It sounds very, whatever. Was there something? It's foolish and it's unreasonable. It's out of place. It's ridiculous. Well, it's a more, it's an adjective. No, it's unreasonable and it's so foolish to literally say every single person is responsible for this. Guilty by association. No, I'm not in that class. You're not in that class either. A lot of people aren't in that class. And it seems like when you want to speak up and you want to open your mouth, you know what they do? They send in the bulldozers. They send in the riot police with the riot gear. They take their batons and they beat people. They beat you into submission is what they do. Beat you into submission. If you do not obey, you feel the strong arm of their regime. You feel the strong arm of their regime. They beat you into submission. There's nothing wrong with going out there and, you know, taking a stand and doing whatever peacefully for something that is true. And you're not doing nothing wrong. You're not going around destroying. And when they send the people out, when they send the tanks out to run over you, when they send the tanks out to run over you, like in the you-know-what square, and then they erase it at the Mandela effect, it never did happen. That never did happen, they said, in the Mandela effect. Nothing happened in that square. No army tank ran over no human being whatsoever. That did not happen. Why didn't it happen? Is it because they're already rewriting history and they want the ones who remember to forget? They want the ones who remembers to look foolish, as if these events never did occur? That's what they want. That's what they want. They're Antarctics. My nose is getting ready to sneeze. They're Antarctics. I can't even say it. I just want to say they're Antarcticas, okay? They are Antarcticas. They're the aliens. They are the aliens on the earth, and they're the bad aliens. The handful. Because you don't get that much power on earth. If you see real powerful people on earth and they're calling the shots and they're accumulating money really fast, and they're able to do what they want. They're able to have their say in all governments around the world. They're able to do their own experiments and stuff like that. Well, it's because they got an alien agenda, and they are the aliens playing out their agenda on the human population. And then they're calling the humans the cancer of the earth, when they are the cancer. The bad, evil people in their hearts, because they are not the real humans. They're not. They got an evil agenda, and that's what they got. They're evil. There was evil in their hearts continually. All you have to do is look out throughout history. You ever notice that when you try to speak up, you're silenced. You are silenced. There's so much atrocity that has went on the earth. Enormous atrocities. And if you speak up, they will take you out. They will take you out. They'll not only take you out, these evil people on the earth, because it's just going to tell you this, they'll take out everyone associated with you. And they are above the law on the earth. Above the law. Because they are the law. They are the law. They don't live according to God's law, the law of love and kindness and compassion. No, there's another law. There is another law, and the law that we have to live under does not apply to those who are in control of the earth. That law, the law does not apply to them, because they make the laws and they make exceptions to the law. So the storm of information is coming out. And it's coming out through a whole lot of people. A whole lot of people. And you know what? At this point, I'm feeling in my spirit that those handfuls, they don't care. They do not care that a storm of information is coming out. They do not care, because they got something up their sleeve. That's what they're thinking right now. You go ahead and let the people say whatever they want because they got something up their sleeve. They got something up their sleeve, something really, really terrible, or so they think. I think they can get away with it, with their agenda. They got an agenda. They got an agenda right there. They got their agenda, and they probably did. They made a pact with bad aliens, with a lie. They are a lie. When they speak, they lie. They do. They lie. They lie when they speak. Ing. I'm just trying to look that. That's what they do. They lie when they speak. They speak their native language. They've made a deal with the bad ones, and you know they did. And they don't care because we're pea ants to them. We're expendable. Expendable. Was there a movie called The Expendables? What was The Expendables? The Expendables? No, the storm is coming. It's a storm of information of the bad that's done on the earth. The Expendables. Gina, you're not looking at the comments. If I look, I'll get distracted. The Expendables. There's something called The Expendables. Why did they make a book called The Expendables? So there they are. There's a movie of them. Well, it looks like a skull down there. What on earth is that about? It's a American thriller franchise conceived. I don't even know what they do. I have no idea. They go to hell? They go into hell? Why was it canceled? Why did they canceled? Oh. What is it? What is it about, you all? Mercenaries. They want to eliminate the dictator. They want to eliminate the dictator. Is this movie right here? Is this what's going on behind the scenes? I didn't do that. I think that's going on behind the scenes. I really do. The Expendables. There's a storm of information coming. And it is said that this right here is corrupt. It's corrupt. They're going to, but not just overthrow a Latin American dictator. Oh, they're a mere puppet. They're a mere puppet. So we got mere puppets running the world. We do. And who is the puppet master? There's got to be a main puppet master. It's about a team of elite mercenaries tasked with the mission to overthrow a Latin American dictator whom they soon discover to be a mere puppet. That's probably not the only ones they see as a mere puppet. If you ever seen the movie, I have never seen it. I don't know if I could watch it. It would be too action-packed. It makes me tired thinking about it. Actually, it drains my energy thinking about it because there's so much energy out there and there's so much information that's coming out. And what is it? What's happening with this pole shift? Do they know that something's coming too and they don't care? They don't care at the people that are opening their mouth and speaking out because something's coming. And my nose just started tickling. And the people on the earth are going to have to fight amongst themselves. See, that's what they're thinking. We'll leave the people on the earth to fight against themselves while they go under the earth into their bunkers, into their underground cities that they have prepared that are up and going. Someone said that the food that is all above ground, why the food's been disappearing, is because they got them in big storehouses underground inside the earth to feed the populations inside the earth. And what are they going to be waiting out? Well, who are they going to hide? Who are they hiding from? You have to ask yourself, why are you going to be hiding inside the earth? What's going to happen to the surface of the earth that you do not want to be above the surface? My nose is itching. Because deep inside the earth, there's like 7 levels, and there are entities inside the earth. And you don't question the entities. Who are they hiding from? Are they hiding from the face of He? Is that what they're doing? They're hiding from the face of Him. We got the storm of information coming out. Hide us from the face. Hide us from the face of Him. Fall on us. They fall on us. They calling for the rocks and the mountains. The rocks to the mountains. The mountains and the rocks fall on us and hide us from the face of Him who sits on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb, for the great day of their wrath. They know that the wrath is coming, and who can stand? That's why they're underground. Inside the mountains, they don't want to be above ground whatsoever. They do not. What happens? Wow. They want to hide. Enter into the rock. Enter into the rock and hide in the dust from the terror, from before the terror of the Lord and from the splendor of His majesty. Hide, hide. Go hide. They want to hide inside there. They know they wouldn't survive. If they were on the surface of the earth, they would not survive what's coming to the earth. And there very well could be coming aliens too. Some bad aliens, more bad aliens could be coming to the earth. And that's probably another reason why they're inside the earth, sealing off the doors, the entrances inside the earth. They're sealing the entrances off. Once they go in there, they're going to seal the entrances, and nobody's getting inside the earth. You're not getting in there. Nobody goes in and nobody goes out inside the earth when this time comes. Because there's going to be some kind of something coming upon the earth. There is. And they are not going to want to deal with it. Because of all this information's coming out. They can't face the truth. They cannot face the truth from the storm of information that's coming out is what it is. There's truth that's coming out. Gina, well, are you saying you ain't said nothing? I'm saying that the world is corrupt. And some of the humans on the earth, they corrupted the earth. It's like the fallen angels and things like that. With the unspeakable things. They should have done a movie, The Unspeakables, but I wouldn't watch it. Wouldn't watch it at all. Come on now. So we got to get another one out. So they want to hide in the mountains. They want to hide in the mountains is what they want to do. They want to hide in there. No. Oh my gosh. You didn't, Gina. Yes, I did. They want to hide from us. They said hide from us. They told the mountains, fall on us and hide us from the face of Him who sits on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. A king's wrath is like the growling of a lion. The wrath of the king. That's what they're saying. Fall on us and hide us from the wrath of the Lamb. Gina, I'm just over here just pulling it out. That's what they're doing. Hide us from the wrath. But if you have His favor, it's like dew on the grass. It's wrong to hate others, but God blesses everyone who is kind to the poor. And they have not been kind to the poor. They have oppressed the poor. You could say, blessed are the poor in spirit, blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. But these people right here, who's hiding in the mountains, they're calling on the rocks in the mountains, fall on us and hide us from the face of Him who sits on the throne and from the wrath of God. So look at this. The king's wrath is like the growling of a lion, but His favor is like dew on the grass. Because they lie. They lie. They lie. Because of their lying. That's why. That's why they want to hide. There is no truth in them. But the storm is here. And all this information is coming out. All of the things they've been doing is being made known. Every single bit of it. And the things that they're trying to suppress, the things that, you don't talk about it at all. You don't, Professor Honey, that you saved my life today. That message was what God sent me through you. I feel that. I feel that inside here. I really do. I feel what you said. I'm glad. I am glad. That's wonderful. That really is wonderful. I went through a lot. I went through a lot to get that out. They tried to silence me, just like they try to silence a lot of other people. But guess what? We've got to the point where no, your little agendas, your agendas aren't going to work with us anymore. They're not going to work with us anymore. Well, I would say danger, but there's an R missing. There's an R missing. You caught alive. You caught alive with Gina, honey. You caught alive on this channel. The storm is there's a storm of information that's coming out. I'm gonna type this in. A storm of information. A storm of information is coming out. I'm gonna type into the phrase storm of information. You know that there is a thing called information warfare. There is a storm of information. Information warfare. There is a such thing as that. I'm going to write that in. Information warfare. Information warfare. You got it? We got it. Information warfare right here. That's me. Look at this. Information warfare is the battle space. It's the battle space use and management of information and communication is what it is. What types of information warfare? Command and control. Intelligent-based, electronic, psychological, economic, hacker, cyber, data, all of this stuff, components. But now this is a storm. A storm of information is coming out. It's information warfare. That's where we're at right now. That's where we're at right now. Now's the time to speak. If you got something to say, and you feel you got something to say, and you know that your voice will make a difference, you better answer the call because it's your time. It's your time to speak. It is. And you'll get the strength that you need. You will get exactly the strength that you need to say whatever you need to say. Because you're not standing alone. There's so many people that are speaking up now. There's so many people, it's like they just changed. It's like they got a new mission. Oh, did you know that we gave you a new mission? You're no longer going to be doing this. You're no longer to talk about this. We changed the script on you. Well, that's fine. That's fine. We'll talk about it because there is a storm of information. The storm is coming, and there's a lot happening. I am going to go. It's 8:59 right now. There's more to come. There's a lot more to come. A lot more is coming out. And we know how much this is February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. You got 4 months. 4 months. 4 months. 4 months of knowing. 4 months of knowing. 4 months of knowing. I'm just going to type it in. Hold on a second. 4 months of knowing. 4 months of knowing. This is strange phrase. No, see, they're doing it wrong on me. 4 months of knowing. Oh. What is it? Your brain changes every 4 months. Your brain changes. Oh my goodness gracious. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not. You are. No, we're not going to, I'm not going into that. There's something going on. I am going to go. I'm going to go and With that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. You got to be on your toes. You got to decalcify, and so you can have some declassified stuff happening. Yeah, so you can just wake up. It's time for you to wake up, rise up, take a breath. You're alive now. You're alive now. You're alive in your spirit. Your spirit is going to be brought to life. Your spiritual side of you, literally, you're going to be brought to life. That's right. You may be silent now, but the day's coming where you ain't going to be silent. And you know what? You ain't going to care. You are not going to care. You'll be happy to speak up. You will. Thank you all for your comments. And thank you all for being on this channel. Please give this video a thumbs up. Please hit that subscribe button. And yeah, keep your comments coming. It's great. It's a lot of change. A whole lot of change coming in. Did I say this? I'm going to say it. Hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening and good night.